but it still fucking hurt when they said, "We wish you the best."
That's something. All right, so cool. He's talking about it. Like I said, I've had nothing but positive experiences with like the partner team and the people I talk to at Twitch. But it's fine. Yeah, it's about him leaving Twitch. We'll talk about what that means going forward for like Hivemind and shit in a minute. It's not clickbait. He left. This is a goodbye to Ludwig. It doesn't mean Hivemind's dead. I don't know. I actually have really no fucking idea. We can go ahead and get into it. I already saw someone make a statement that I immediately want to talk about, which is Ludwig already made enough money. Why switch to YouTube? I was watching Miz's stream earlier, and he's right. At a certain point, someone of Ludwig's size, money doesn't really mean anything. What YouTube's been doing that Twitch hasn't is they have been listening to like their entire streaming community, YouTube gaming. Like you see Ryan on Twitter all the time talking about their streamers and what they're doing to help their streaming service, which is directly from the streamers. I think Twitch has been super receptive, like their partner managers and stuff. They've always been like great. But that's not the team that actually makes new features on Twitch or changes things. YouTube is actively changing their whole platform to make it a better streaming service by talking to those streamers. And that is something that is entirely unique. So if Ludwig goes to YouTube, he has a direct voice on how to make that platform better. I was also listening to Ludwig's interview with Stans. He mentioned that Twitch wouldn't budge on capping gift subs because he didn't like that someone would gift him a ton of subs and he wanted it capped. Twitch wouldn't budge. Now, if he took that same criticism to YouTube, YouTube might. Because YouTube has been actively showing that they're listening to what their streamers want. Oh yeah, he did make a video on his second channel that I haven't watched yet. We can do that. This music is really powerful.
Twitch means a lot to me. I love Twitch.
He was the number one most subscribed streamer on Twitch for a time.
Because I'm a Twitch guy. There are people out there who think of Twitch and they think of me. When I think of my own identity, I think of Twitch.
The face of Twitch, baby.
The kickball tournament. Any of these ideas that take a lot more time and effort than just booting up stream and reacting to something or playing Super Auto Pets or whatever.
Yeah, that's some lazy shit, I agree.
It makes me happy.
Garbage.
I'm proud of.
Trash.
I'll just say straight up, they offered me more money.
Alright, so here's something I'll touch on real quick. Toast recently came back, and he made a statement saying that Twitch's contracts are 1/30th the money that other streaming platforms are. Now, as a lot of you know, I do have that company where we manage like content creators and stuff. Toast exaggerated a little bit, but Twitch's contracts are on average a tenth, unironically a tenth of what most other contracts will offer. So when you see a lot of people switching platforms, a lot of times it'll be because of the money. I don't think in Ludwig's case it would be, since he's already super rich. I think one of the main driving factors was the ability to like have a voice in what gets added to YouTube, because they seem to actively try and implement those new features from streamers, whereas Twitch has a separate department for that doesn't really talk to streamers from what I can tell. I think Twitch has a much better partnership relationship. Like all of the Twitch partner managers and everything are really receptive, but they don't have a say in what makes it onto like the platform and the features. Like for example, the boosting stream feature. That went against everything in the Twitch council. You remember when Twitch announced their council? Like where they're going to have like Co-Carnage, Zarian, and all them like come in and voice of the streamers and the people make like their decisions. They just went by all of that and haven't done shit with it. It seems like they make their decisions without streamer input, whereas YouTube actively listens to it and tries to take their feedback into consideration. I think that would be one of the biggest things that would drive someone of Ludwig's size to YouTube, and less about the money. Even though it's a substantial difference in what Twitch offers compared to everything else.
And after I decided, the main decision maker, I didn't know what to do after talking to all those people.
I won't spoil it. I know what he did.
So I did what I normally do. I flipped a coin.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
I even recorded the entire thing. I basically made the
some
biggest decision of my life
and now
for a content
Prime
move.
Kurg.
Heads, I go to YouTube. Tails, I stay on Twitch. Now, surprisingly, you might have noticed that it landed on Twitch. Yet this is not the news story that came out today. Ludwig re-signed with Twitch. That's kind of not that exciting. And that's because right after the coin flip, I felt a wave of relief, which made me think it was the right decision. And so I was happy with it, and I went to the guys at YouTube, and I said, look, I want to hop on a call with you guys because I respect you. I think you guys are doing cool things at YouTube. I really do think that, but I'm going with Twitch. And they fought for me. And I realized in that moment that even though I've been with Twitch for 3+ years, even though people call me the golden boy of Twitch, I've never
Do people call him that?
Golden boy of Twitch. I've never felt particularly loved by Twitch.
That's cute.
I love Twitch, but it hasn't been a two-way street. It sounds so selfish, right? Like, I'm making a shit ton of money. A lot of people, I have a lot of fans. Everything's going well. But I feel like a whiny 8-year-old child who just wants some approval from a parent. And I never got that. I never got anything. And I don't have to go live trying to fill hours so I can make enough money so I can do these cooler ideas. I want to make the biggest.
That's true, I guess. That's pretty big.
In 2022. I want to have the biggest prize pool, the most
entrants
ever
guns in the prime
Melee
dints.
and Ultimate. I want to do that. But this is going to cost me probably $1 million. And I was thinking of ways to make $1 million so that I could spend $1 million without it being done. I was thinking about doing another subathon.
That sounds fucking lit.
Doing like a subathon in person.
60 days.
Some expansion on the idea when I decided to go with Twitch because I needed more money to be able to do a cool idea.
Yeah, Hive Mind's probably dead.
And no disrespect to the guys I talk to or Twitch as a whole. The guys who I talk to don't get to decide everything. They are not Twitch. Twitch is a giant multi-thousand employee company. There's 18 pipelines things have to go through before they can get done. You know, you have an idea, it won't be executed for 10 months, and it will look nothing like what you originally thought. I know all this. But it still fucking hurt when they said, we wish you the best.
That's something. All right, so cool. He's talking about it. Like I said, I've had nothing but positive experiences with like the partner team and the people I talk to at Twitch. But the actual people that make the important decisions don't give a fuck about like what streamers do on their platform. They don't get excited and they don't like fight for streamers. Ludwig is the #6 earning streamer on all of Twitch. And they weren't ready to fight for him. On Stan's show, he mentioned he wanted one feature from Twitch, and this probably would have kept him here. He wanted Twitch to cap the amount of gift subs his channel could receive, because he felt guilty when people would donate too much money to him through gift subs. So he asked them, can you just cap it for my channel? And they said no. They wouldn't budge on anything. And then when he did say, like he just mentioned here, I'm going to YouTube, they're totally fine with it. I think Twitch believes they're in this position where they're a monopoly, so losing Ludwig's not a big deal. He also mentioned he talked to people, so I'll talk about it. A lot of streamers have been talking to each other about switching platforms, and a couple of them have made that decision, and I think a lot of you are going to be shocked at the next couple that are leaving. Twitch needs to understand that most people want to stay on Twitch. Like, I love Twitch, Ludwig loved Twitch, but when you're not willing to fight for them or make it competitive, it's really hard to want to stay on that team. Like, it's tough, and you can kind of see in Ludwig's face, like, it hurts. It does. So for streamers like Ludwig, who've dedicated like their whole life to streaming, to like not even have them bother trying to keep him is rough. Like, it absolutely helps sway his decision one way or the other. As he just mentioned, he went to YouTube saying, I chose Twitch, and they completely changed the contract, added things to it to make him want to go to YouTube more. They fought for him, and they never even had him on the platform to begin with. It's just, I don't know. I totally see where he's coming from, and it's been a pretty fucking crazy ride here to see the Ludwig adventure. He did hit me up about it, and I couldn't even imagine that kind of pressure, like that kind of situation. So here, before he continues, I recommended Ludwig stay on YouTube. Stay on Twitch. I recommended that Ludwig stay on Twitch. I just felt like Ludwig, his whole brand was so synonymous with Twitch culture, it made the most sense. But as he explained like more of it to me, I totally understand his side. Like, I absolutely get it. And as you mentioned, a big thing is Twitch's reluctance to fight to keep streamers. Like, it's tough to want to stay when it doesn't seem like they care one way or the other. You know what I mean? And Twitch is not going to feed his ego. Good luck on YouTube. Man, like, that, what do you mean? It has nothing to do with feeding an ego. YouTube is a significantly bigger platform than Twitch on the whole. Period. It's not even close. YouTube dwarfs Twitch. And YouTube went out of their way to accommodate Ludwig. They wanted to, like, say, like, we do want you here. Twitch wouldn't do the bare minimum, which was a single ask. And it wasn't even a big ask. They just refused to and then just wished him on his way, shoot him away. Like, that's not the same as feeding an ego at all. Like, it's just not even close. Have you ever seen the CEO of Twitch ever do anything on the platform or talk about it besides just wear his tie and say that we're going to start looking at context, which they didn't do? You don't get that kind of excitement from Twitch. You just don't. Whereas the entire YouTube gaming side is always tapped into what's happening on their platform, celebrating things that happen on their platform. It's super different. Twitch just seems complacent to stay at the top, and they don't care if they lose number 6 Ludwig, Tim the Tatman was number 9. They don't care. They'll just shoo them away. Hey, we'll replace you at some point. I think Twitch has great access to people in the company, but not like the most powerful people in the company. The ones that are actually making decisions like adding the boost feature and adding other features nobody wants and stuff like that. Those people don't communicate with the people on the platform. Pluto is a great example. Pluto is fucking great for Twitch. But there's not many people like that. And they're not the ones that are actually making the decisions on who to keep on the platform and who to actually fight for.
Points. But it'll be our own custom channel.
Okay, now I'm just watching an advertisement. But yeah, so those were really the big things, what I just mentioned a moment ago. Pretty fucking crazy circumstance, and he's not the last big one that's moving. I'm staying on Twitch. I'm not like a big announcement or anything coming up, just a heads up. I see people are getting the wrong idea. I fucking love Twitch. I just wish they'd actually like fight for people like Ludwig, instead of just say, yep, that's fine, bye-bye. What do you think this means for the platform? Nothing. I think even if XQC tomorrow announced that he was the next one leaving, I don't know if he is, or anything like that, but if he announced that he was leaving tomorrow, Twitch wouldn't fight for him. They wouldn't care. They'd actually probably be relieved because they probably look at him as a brand risk. They have banned that guy fucking 30 times or some shit by now. They would not care. That is the impression I get from that department. They do not care. They have lost, what is it, 5 of the top 25 streamers over the last 6 months? When losing big streamers hurt their platform? I don't know what the stat is. I'd have to relook, but I remember a couple years ago I was reading that the top 1% of Twitch make up 90% of the platform's overall revenue. So you would really think they'd care more when someone like Ludwig is saying, look, I'm thinking about YouTube. Is there anything you do to let me, or to, make me want to stay? And them just saying, no, we just wish you the best. You think that they'd like go a little harder for it. Oh yeah, you're already talking about something that I'm pretty tuned in on. NFT cartoons, yes. Red Ape Family, and then there's Super Doge. I haven't watched the full Red Ape one, but I did watch Super Doge. I don't know who this is for. Someone brought up NFT cartoons. They brought up Red Ape Family. This one's been big on Twitter, but it's not the only one. Super Doge is an NFT-funded cartoon, and they released their pilot, 5 days ago now? Yeah. I don't get it. So NFTs are, of course, a really weird thing. I'm not a huge NFT kind of guy, but it's mainly for people to make money. It's mainly a money-making tool. I don't think anyone likes to collect NFTs for the sake of having them. And then they dropped this, and it seems like it's made for kids, to promote NFTs to kids, which doesn't make sense because a kid's not going to be able to invest in an NFT, so it's super weird.
Super Doge, Super Doge. It's not just a coin, it's a crypto show. Super Doge, Super Doge.
Thanks, Resub Merch House, Gorilla, Yito, and Yito. So before it gets into it, I want you to see how much this cost. How much was invested of crypto. Where would I find that? I forgot. I saw it on Twitter. Probably wouldn't be on like the main site, would it? The fuck is it? This looks like Furbait. It's a furry NFT cartoon for kids, yeah. I don't remember where I saw it. I know Red Ape Family costs 1.4 million. Like, that's how much was put into this project apparently from Ethereum. I don't know about Super Doge, but I imagine it's in the same ballpark. Thanks for the 5 gift sub, Socks. Good to see you, man. And thanks for Prime Prom and resub
Yo,
Fartin and
Doge
Bean.
back. We have a situation, man.
Ah, can it wait, Toshi? I'm about to beat Rex, finally.
Is it the fat cats again?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, some fools sucking up the souls of everyone in Fiat City, freezing them into NFTs.
What's an NFT? Notorious felon terrorist?
So an NFT is a unique token stamped.
It's like
forever
watching a
in the
fucking
blockchain
lecture
that can't
in
be
elementary
duplicated.
school.
This means non-fungible.
Like these. He's trapping souls, man, putting them on chain to be sold on the open seas.
Yeah. It's pretty fucking bad. Right now, Red Ape Family is like Jupiter just taking all of the fucking impact from Super Doge, because I think Super Doge is significantly worse. It is like just a full-blown ad for NFTs aimed at kids, which is super weird because a kid can't get into NFTs anyway. But Red Ape Family is the one that's all over Twitter getting shit on, and rightfully so. This is also bad. It's not good either, but it's not nearly at Super Doge level.
Are these Yetis stupid or what?
Leave it to me, boys.
Finally.
$1.4 million worth of Ethereum. Keep that in mind.
Hey, buddy, you flown this thing before, or,
Well, actually, I had my first flight just last week. Long story short, ended up a little dead.
Yeah, this is a good start. Yep, real good.
2 days earlier.
Thanks for resub, Monk. I'm gonna give some turbo.
Fuck! No humans detected. Dope.
Also, immediate spelling error. This is about as much work that went into it. They couldn't even spell detected right. And I don't know how anyone continues to put money into NFTs that just beg Elon Musk to, like, look at them. That's so embarrassing. That is so fucking embarrassing. Nah, it's not a joke. There are no humans detected. I don't think so. This was literally made in a single afternoon for $1.4 million. Just to show something. That's not the joke.
Gold. I ain't seen that shit in years.
Intruder detected. Dispatching response team.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Fuck! Keep up, boys. Later, babies.
They say that I'm way too.
Contain the most valuable
NFTs. I knew it was coming. Everything's NFT related.
NF what?
Non-fungible token.
Non-fuckable toucan.
All you need to know is that
it hurts.
It's worth more than
It
the
hurts.
entire city of Paris.
Including the Eiffel Tower.
Yes, including the Eiffel Tower.
That'll be our ride out of here.
Thanks, resub. Dexicama and Koala. Yep. $1.4 million worth of Ethereum. Thanks to the Prime Jovasaur. And I saw, the only reason I even found this one is because on Twitter, one of the investors is a stupid word for it. One of the idiots that bought into this was saying this is the best episode of anything he's ever seen in his life. It's one of those verified crypto bro accounts, and he couldn't stop going on and on about how incredible this show was going to be. It's fucking nuts, man. But yeah, like I said, this isn't nearly as bad as Super Doge. Super Doge was 2 minutes 50 seconds, and it was Microsoft Paint in probably about 3 hours. This one at least had like a whole day behind it. Why did they do this? Because it's another one of those things where people in the NFT community think that they don't want to miss it. That FOMO kicks in. They're like, an NFT cartoon, this is going to be the next big thing. Adult Swim will pick this up. Which, I mean, who knows, maybe they will. NFTs apparently get so much money behind them. Let's see this shitty cooking. Or I'm assuming shitty cooking. Otherwise, why would you recommend it?
Hello, guys. Welcome to another edition of Cooking with the Sternaman.
Hey.
Today, we're going to be doing the poor man's spaghetti.
Let's go.
So, the first thing, we need a pot.
Is that
here.
cat food?
We need a can of Vienna sausages.
Why would we need that? What the fuck?
Is drain a little bit of the juice off into this pot.
You've got my attention now. This is gourmet.
Okay, yeah. This Vienna
Kind of.
sausage
It's
here.
not the dumbest idea I've ever heard.
And we're gonna just cut them into little bitty meatball looking things here.
I don't mind Vienna sausages.
There we go.
Hey, what's up? That cat looks
I think
disgusted.
Mama's over there filming the cat. First thing.
Are they
Thanks
just...
for good.
Okay, someone brought this up. Are they just meat sticks? This is going to be an interesting experiment. Has anyone in chat ever had these? The little sticks, little Gerber's meat sticks? Or was it just me? I ate this shit till I was like 12 years old. It slapped. It was like an improved formula of a Vienna sausage. But yeah, Vienna sausages are basically just these. I had these again for the baby food tier list. Fuck, man, they're still so good. I could kill 20 of those jars.
Here's two.
Must bowl.
And here's the three. 3 cups of water there.
Alright. Why are we doing this?
2 packs of chicken ramen here.
Ah. There's a second person filming this? Yeah, it's the health inspector, I guess. I don't know, man. This is an interesting recipe, though. That's for sure.
You know what? Let me,
So are we, like, broiling those Vienna sausages? Because that shit's just down there cooking. What do we need this for right now? Oh, I see. A lid.
I can't find them. Will you help me find them, guys? Okay, I found them. They're in here.
There we go. When does the recipe begin? That is just a disaster waiting to happen. It's Jenga with pots and pans.
Alright, then. Let's try to close this off here.
I mean, it's great if you're trying to prank your friend and give him a concussion when it all falls out.
What we're gonna do now, we're gonna take 2 ramen noodles. I always prefer the chicken flavor. That's usually my go-to flavor.
Thanks, Reset Michael.
We're just gonna put them all in here, and we'll set it for 3 minutes.
Why the fuck are we boiling Vienna sausages?
We're doing just like have one on the bottom, one on the top. Kind of like push it down a little bit so that all the water and the moisture can kind of soak in there. And we're gonna do. And I usually just leave it at about this position for the first minute. Okay, so, and as you can see, as it starts to boil, it will like boil and kind of encompass the second.
Thanks, Reset,
ramen
Reese,
noodle
Tokes, and
packet
Geen,
here.
and Corey.
And now you can see it's completely covering.
Oh, now we're getting there.
That's how I usually like to do it there.
Those Vienna sausages are screaming.
The pack on the bottom is now on the top, and the one on the top is now on the bottom.
Maybe
So now
full-grown Vienna sausages act differently than Gerber's meat sticks, but aren't they already cooked?
And it's
Isn't that the point of the Vienna sausages? You just eat them out of the
that
jar?
position for another minute.
They are? Thought so.
1, 0.
Let's
You got
see
the
it.
last minute. Now you can kind of break up the noodles, and
Oh.
they come apart very easily. Either that timer or the smoke
Hey.
alarm will let me know. One of the two.
It'll get the job done.
If you live in apartments like these, where it's mandatory to have smoke alarms, they'll let you know when you're cooking. You all like plump, thick meatballs here.
They're not really plumping up, they're like exploding.
3, 2, okay.
You boiled Vienna sausages,
Now what we're
man.
gonna do, it's been 3 minutes, so what we're going to do is now we're going to drain off as much of the water as we can. That's why I needed this earlier. That's why I was looking for that.
Oh.
There's a knife there, should be there. But here's, I'm going to drain this off. Look at all this steam.
Woo!
All that. It's not fogging up your camera, is it?
God damn. It's like a WWE entrance coming in.
Now what we gonna do is we're gonna put some cheese dip in there. This is the one that I highly recommend. The Tostino Smooth and Cheesy Dip. I got this at Walmart. This is the best flavor for that. You can get the cheap stuff if you want, but if you want the full impact, you need this. This is, well, there you go.
Why Tostino's cheese dip?
Couldn't even open a jar.
If we're making poor man's spaghetti, why not just get Velveeta?
And just look at
Oh, whoa.
creamy. This is good stuff right there. Not too much.
I'm sure there's mayo coming.
There we go. And with this one, with this recipe, you might not even need the flavor packets, but
No, you need the flavor packets.
you know, if you want like less sodium or whatever.
Nah, fuck that.
I always put the flavor packets.
You need
but
more sodium.
Stuff like this, you might not even need a flavor packet.
Just dump that mustard dust in there. Let's get crazy.
Here. Oh yeah.
Oh,
look
wow.
at that. There you go. The poor man's spaghetti right there. You got spaghetti and you got your meatballs right there. Now I haven't tried this recipe with marinara sauce, but if you want like the full spaghetti variety, but this is good right here. Cheesy. The poor man's cheesy spaghetti, I guess I should.
I mean, it's basically just ramen with cheese.
Noodles,
And then Vienna sausages that
Vienna
fell in.
sausage meatballs. That's pretty good right there.
I actually bet that tastes totally fine. Just really goofy. Like at that point, you spend more money making this than you would just buying Velveeta's mac and cheese. Cheesy tortell... What the fuck is that? Cheesy tortellini? And then it's like his... Like, what is this? Like ashes? You just emptied out his fireplace into the pan? What the fuck is this?
Alright guys, today we are making some cheese tortellini. So this one is tortellini filled with ricotta, romano, and Parmesan cheese.
That sounds great.
I also have some mozzarella cheese, and we're going to use some Philadelphia cream cheese and some ground beef.
So what goes wrong? This is all pre-made.
Okay, so we have the meat ready. Now we're just waiting on the noodles, which may take a long time, so it's not even boiling yet. I went ahead and used the whole bag.
Here's a prime Darth Revan.
Use it for leftovers, you know, whatever's. It could be
True
like
psych.
for the next day or
Thanks
2 or
a bit,
3
Sam.
days.
Nutter butter?
There's a lot in there,
Sure.
so this will make plenty. Alright guys, I forgot to add that to the meat I added some garlic powder and some minced onion.
Sounds normal.
Just add as much as you want. I just like eyeballed it. Just put
There's
in
a prime
however
Nino
much you
and
want.
5 gift subs, Silly. Thank you,
Alright
Silly.
everybody, I went ahead and added in the cream cheese. I mixed it in with the ground beef.
So this is what happened.
Cream cheese.
It's cream cheesed beef. But I don't know why. Is cream cheese and beef like a good combo? Does anyone eat that? I've never heard of it. Granted, you know I'm no culinary expert, but I've never heard of creamed beef cheese. I see one person say, yeah, it tastes wonderful, but I'm guessing you're just memeing. It looks like insulation.
Trying to get the camera to stop. I don't want to.
Yeah, it kind of
Pushing
does.
the stop button.
Asbestos just fell in the pan. That's all good.
It looks really, really good.
I mean, it ends up looking fine. I don't know what the point of the cream cheese